Let's go to our next pair, Michelle and Hannah Jaskulski. How am I doing? From Wisconsin. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.
Yes. I have two sons that are struggling with heroin addiction right now as we speak. Like all of the other families here, their stories are probably the same, and there's no way I could make you understand in 3 minutes what living this the last 3 years has been like. My younger son started with a prescription for his wisdom teeth, and after a year of using, came to us and said he had a problem with pills. Our insurance wouldn't cover inpatient, so we put him in IOP, outpatient. 3 times in that year he had gone to IOP programs, and within that year he progressed from the pills to intravenous heroin. Our older son started separately of him, just through the party scene with his friends and pills, and he too went to intravenous heroin. I don't know the pain that some of these other people have of bearing your child, but believe me, every day I have that worry. Like Gary Mendel had said, 10 families are losing someone while we're here today, 129 in this whole day. Every day I wake up thinking that this might be the day, and I don't know. And not only do I worry about the overdose, but the lifestyle that it brings with that. We live near Milwaukee, which is obviously other issues, but there's a lot of violence. They're on the streets. They're going into the city to buy their drugs. I don't know where they're sleeping sometimes at night. So every time I hear a siren, I want to try to call them. I wonder where they are. So, and like others here have said as well, never thought it would happen to our family. I homeschooled my children from kindergarten all the way through high school. My son played, guitar on our youth worship at church. He was All-American 2 years in a row at a national Christian basketball tournament. So I, like everyone has said, never thought. It's good kids and good families that are getting caught up in this. Luckily, by the grace of God and through connections that I had in the last month, we were able to get both of them scholarships for treatment. So they've been in treatment for about 30 days now. But like I said, it was by the kindness of people that allowed them to come to their centers for free, because our insurance did not cover it for our younger son. Our older son is 29. He doesn't have insurance. So as hard as it is to get help when you have insurance, it's even harder when you don't. The things that are available are long waits, and the programs are not always the best that there are. So I'll always be grateful to the people that have taken them in, but my worry doesn't even stop now that they're there. So many times when they come home or they come out of treatment and are early in their recovery, that's a high risk time for them. Their tolerance has gone down, and there's no aftercare available either. And so it's a struggle every day. And like I said, not just for myself and my husband, we have 2 daughters as well. This is my youngest daughter, Hannah, who is still at home. Pretty much the last 2 years, she has been without a mom because I've been focused on keeping them alive. And so I'll let her share a little of her experience, but thank you for the work that you're doing and for the opportunity to share.
Thank you, and thank you, Hannah, for being with us. You want to share a few words?
When I found out my brothers were struggling with drug addiction, I had no idea what that meant. I only knew what I saw in movies, what I saw on TV, that people got high, they acted stupid, then they were normal when they were done. And I found out really quickly just how much it changes you all the time. There was a day when I was 18, and I was having a sleepover with my friends like kids do, and you're a senior in high school and you want to have fun. And my brother showed up at my house. He was high on something, and I remember having him sit in my room talking to my friends, and I was sitting there like, my friends don't know this about my family. I don't want them to know this. I don't want to be embarrassed. And I remember having to be a grown-up and drive my brother home to his house, take his shoes off, put him in bed, lay him down, cover him up. And I remember hiding that from my parents because they had enough stress. They didn't need mine or any more. And it's impacts everyone in your family. It impacts your friends. It impacts your ability to talk to people, to feel open with it. And I worry still to this day that my brothers are going to come home and they're going to be dead and I'm not going to have them. And I just don't want anyone else to have to know what it's like to grow up with someone your whole life and then have to parent them and worry about them. And I just want change and I need it, and so many people do.
Thank you so much. And again, thank you for your courage and grace as a family. You're obviously an amazing parent and raising a beautiful daughter, and just proud of you for being able to articulate that for all of us today. And we'll add your sons to our prayers, and I hope that more people will have an understanding, and we as a society that we will begin to understand better the brain science of the changes in the brain that substance use disorder causes, and that it is long-term recovery, that you talked about that vulnerability coming out of treatment and needing really long-term recovery to be able to get your brain literally back to a place medically where you can count on yourself. I've been visiting a lot of treatment centers and talking with a lot of people in the field who themselves have been in recovery, and listening to their stories to understand how long this can take. So I wish your sons well.
Thank you.